Hey guys, so if you want to become a millionaire in 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years, let's just talk about the nitty gritty. What do you actually need to do? So for 5 years, becoming a millionaire in 5 years is actually an extremely aggressive goal. It can be very complicated, but it actually can happen. So hitting a home run with an investment might not be the best way to go. And so you actually just want to be able to save huge chunks of money every single year. So this would mean you have to have a lot of assets. You have to have a high income job. And a lot of people do. So you might not be in that situation, and that's okay. Like, not everyone needs to become a millionaire in 5 years. And maybe you start a business that eventually it could make that profit or could make that income. And so that is an option for you, or maybe eventually you'll get there. But really it's about how much money you're able to put aside and to invest. And so if you have a high income job, like some people have these high income jobs, but they're living a lifestyle that's way not way below their means. They're living pretty high up to there. And so if you want to achieve that sooner and you make enough money, you need to change your lifestyle. And so if you're wondering what the numbers are, the historical average return for the S&P 500 is about 8% to 10%. And so with that return, you'd have to invest $157,830 every single year for 5 years to reach $1 million. So that's the way if you want to invest it. And so if you're making profits from your business, you can go ahead and invest there. But that is the actual amount of money that you need, $157,830 every single year in order to become a millionaire in 5 years. All right, so like I said, not everyone can do this. Typically, this is someone who is a high income earner. And so maybe they want to live below their means and they don't want to get this big fancy house or the cars or all that stuff yet. They want to become a millionaire. They want to build up their income and maybe do something else, or they just want that money to eventually be able to do more. And so the average American doesn't make that much money. But you could, if you want to start looking into how to make more, you could become a real estate investor. You could also start with your own business and start building your brand in a business. There's so many different business options and problems that you can solve that can help people, that can make more money. You could also work for a startup company. So there is risk in that, but there also is big reward in that. And so just look at some of these options and maybe figure out how you can make more money. If you are starting, if you're early in your life, or it doesn't matter where you are in your life, if you want to move in that direction, those are some things to think about. All right, so becoming a millionaire in 10 years is a little bit easier to do, but it still takes some sacrifice and intentionality. And if you haven't watched the video on 10 principles from this to become a millionaire in 5, 10, 15 years, there's some foundational things that you have to do. And so I can link that in the description below. And so some of you might be watching this video because of that one, but if not, definitely check that out. But basically, you need to invest $63,916 every single year for 10 years to reach your millionaire goal. So $63,916. And so that's not as much, but it definitely still is a big chunk of money. For some people, that's two people's incomes. For some people, that's one. Some people, it's part of theirs. It just depends. And so you can't probably invest your whole income, but maybe you can. If you're a higher income earner, you could do this. Or if you figure out how to have more passive income streams, or if you find other ways to make more money, you really can do this. And so a lot of people employ something called the FIRE strategy, which is the financial independence and retire early. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but I heard about this when I was working on my wealth building journey and trying to increase our income and increase our savings and build our wealth. And I don't necessarily want to just retire. I just want more time to work on the things that I want to and be able to spend time with my family and work on my health, which is something that I really, really care about. And so a lot of times some people will have both spouses work and then they live off of one income. I know my husband and I did that for a while and do that. And so live off of one spouse's income or a portion of it. And so, like I said, not everyone's able to, but this is something to aspire towards, or a lot of you guys actually are in this situation and you can do that. And so it's possible. Keep working on it. And honestly, there's ways to earn extra money every single month. Like, we are able to dog sit and it's super fun. My son loves it. And so it's just a win-win-win. And it helps the family out. You can make deliveries for Postmate. You can drive for Uber Eats. You can drive for Uber. You can do freelance writing. You can do freelance private tutoring. You can do handyman work. You can sell on Etsy. You can wholesale things, build a brand. Really, there's so many different options. And so definitely look into that. All right. And lastly, how to become a millionaire in 15 years. And so in order to become a millionaire in 15 years, you have to put aside $34,101. And so that's actually a little over $2,000 a month. And so that is reasonable for a lot of people, is to put aside a little over $2,000 a month, maybe get a smaller house, maybe make some more money, maybe have a side hustle that pays for that, and put that aside. And in 15 years, you'll become a millionaire. So if you start this when you're 22, if you're able to, or live with your parents for a little bit, you can be a millionaire by 35, 36, 37. Or if you're 35, you can be a millionaire in a little bit as well. So it doesn't matter when you start, just know it's possible, but that's the number you need to get there. So it's $34,101. And so a lot of times you can go ahead and max out your IRAs, you can max out your Roth IRA, you can max out your 401k. So that's really all you need to do, is to max out your 401k contribution limits. And then also do your Roth IRA and maybe a little extra. But honestly, like, it's possible for a lot of people. And so I highly recommend doing this. And couples who do this, so as a couple, if you both can do that, you're well on your way to becoming financially free, independent, and having $1 million. Now, is $1 million the end all be all? Is that the goal? I know Grant Cardone is like, why are we all just shooting for being a millionaire? So you need to look at that and go, how much money do I actually need? And so someone just decided that's a lot of money, because especially nowadays, and if you want a certain lifestyle, that actually isn't as much money, and that's not what you want. And I know that might be weird to hear or to say, but it's actually not. And so really figure out, what amount do you want, and how are you going to get there, and start figuring that out. And actually, just what do you want in your life? How do you want your life to be? Just like Ramit Sethi talks about, and I Will Teach You to Be Rich. It's about creating a rich life. And so I know I want to serve and give back to people. I know I want time to do things I care about. I know I want time for myself. I want time for my family and to serve people and stuff. And so in order to do that, I need to have some money, and I need to have that autonomy and freedom to do so. All right, so I hope these videos were helpful to you. These are the no BS ways to become a millionaire in 5, 10, 15 years, what the exact amounts that you will need to invest just in the S&P 500. Of course, there's other ways to make more money. You could have businesses, you could do more things, and you don't even have to invest. Some people don't. I mean, most rich people do, so I do recommend this, but it's your journey, it's your path, it's your life. And so what do you want? And so let me know in the comments below what you think, what you take away. How much do you guys save? How much of your income? Is this possible? Is this something you're interested in? Do you have any more questions or any other videos you'd like to see? Definitely let me know in the comments below. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and feel free to subscribe for more videos like this, and share it with a friend if you think it could be helpful to them. So thank you so much for being here. Keep working, keep grinding, and keep learning. I know you can do this, and I know you can create the rich life that you can and that you want to for yourself and for others. So you got this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.